Nothing ventured, nothing gained, so the saying goes. I know deep down what's true.
So this is the Lafu's Ambrosial Arbor. It's my first time seeing it.
Aren't you a Cloud Knight?
Cloud Knights don't visit the Ambrosial Arbor without a reason. Plus, I'm new here. The Lafu's plague mark is a tree, while the Yao Qing's is a moon. I think we got the better one.
I heard that the ambrosial arbor shriveled and died a long time ago. How could it suddenly spring back to life and start growing again?
The influence of the Stellaron. There's no time for explanations. We must return to the Ten Lords Commission. I'm wounded. I need your assistance in getting there. Once we get to Starskiff Jetty, you can go your separate ways.
Well, there's nothing else for it. We're duty-bound to help the Ten Lords Commission.
I commend.
Will of Preservation!
Sorry. All Cloud Knights answer to the Ten Lords Commission. Duty calls. Apologies for asking you to stick with me a bit longer. I'll treat you guys when I get you back to safety. I guess you could slip away and find a safe spot to hide. I'll come back and get you once I've sent her on her way. Come on, together is better.
I did not expect such a short journey to be filled with so many twists and turns. How does it feel, Master Dan Heng, to be a subject of the Ten Lords Commission? A good answer, short and to the point. It would seem I've been unsuccessful in detangling myself of matters thus far. I suggest we hasten to Starskiff Jetty and send this Judge of the Ten Lords Commission on her way. We must continue our own journeys as soon as possible.
Wait for us! You're the first Ten Lords Commission judge I've met. What do you guys do exactly?
Our work concerns the Marastruck and the lifespans of long-life species.
Oh, hopefully you'll be the last one I meet for a while then.
Indeed.
Be careful, everyone.
Why is there still a civilian out here?
I fear not death, for the fate of the Artisanship Commission now rests entirely on my shoulders. Not a chance! A sigh. Escape while you still can. There's no hope of the Cloud Knights arriving now. As darkness falleth, think not what is just. To this old man entrust your hopes. You must.
Don't try to be a hero!
A sigh? Since when were you able to speak?
Hey, do I sound like a dog to you?
No! My apologies, miss. No wonder I was confused. I never installed a human speech module in the little guy. No. But what is the meaning of this? I'm the only one left here. The apprentices all fled. You should probably do the same.
You just said there's no hope of the Cloud Knights arriving. I happen to be a Cloud Knight. Wouldn't you call this a timely arrival? Come with us for now. I'll take care of things here later.
That won't do. As a senior artisan, I can't just abandon my post.
Looks like we're gonna have to resort to unconventional methods. Are you gonna come with us willingly? Or do I have to ask the guy behind me to carry you in his white death box?
Can you give me a moment to consider those options?
Now! Move it!
Miss Cloud Knight, Why did the General send you out here all alone?
The extent of the disaster means the Cloud Knights are short on manpower. But don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
What was that?
This is a few more steps and we're at the main gate. Thank you for escorting me. We must go our separate ways.
It's just a few steps away. You're not leaving with us?
Everyone has their duties and obligations. From the day I joined the Artisanship Commission, I've been taking care of the ins and outs of its operations without a day's rest. And today is no exception. The apprentices fled, as they should have. But I cannot let them see their master flee from peril. This is as far as I go with you. I must see what more I can do for the Artisanship Commission.
Master Gongshu.
No use in trying to talk me out of it, young miss. This old man cherishes his life. He won't do anything rash. On your way now.
Everyone has their duties. Let's go.
Noise.
You still have more to do, no? Onward! I can't just abandon the commission. I must think of a way to solve all this.
It doesn't look like it wants to let us through. Do you think if I yell at it, it could scare it off?
I doubt that. I think Atsai is the only one here still taking orders from people.
Any ideas?
I've got one. Bring it down.
You know, you're getting less silent and more deadly by the minute. Sounds good. Let's get it.
Is that it?
Here, there's thunder!
Show no mercy!
Nap time. Just a little something. And nothing like it.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless!
I'm okay.
I can still find
Here, there's thunder!
I'm okay. That's better. Nap time.
Show no mercy! Conflict is pitiless!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Here, there's thunder! Conflict is pitiless! Treasonous! Show no mercy!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Here, there's thunder! Was that it? Criminal! Conflict is pitiless!
Nap time.
Was that it? Here, there's thunder! Show no mercy!
I'm okay.
So, are judges all loners? You don't seem to have any backup.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission have always acted independently, each carrying out their duty in solitude. However, I have a younger sister. You remind me of her.
Noise. 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 Noise.
Noise. Noise. Noise. Noise. Noise. Noise. Noise. Noise.
Noise. Noise.
Will of preservation!
I commend.
Master Gongshu! How could you stay inside? I'm afraid that if I leave, I won't be able to graduate.
Whoa. You saw it, right? What happened to the Artisanship Commission? Did someone overfeed their houseplant or something? How could I desert the Artisanship Commission in its time of need?
Hey Yunsha, if we switch the material for the aromatons with whatever that crazy plant's made of, would that eliminate maintenance?
You know, Ziming, I say we focus on surviving today for now.
How could I leave? This is a novel engineering material. If I leave now, I may never get another chance to conduct research on it.
Oh, don't pay attention to my silly fellow apprentice, sir. If he's set on staying here, I can't exactly leave him here alone, can I?
There's the star skiff. The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor was bound to bring calamity. The Cloud Knights must be at the Alchemy Commission, next to the Arbor. You should head the same way. Thank you for ensuring my safety on this journey. I will report this good deed to the Ten Lords, and if the opportunity arises, I will return the favor.
We're glad we could help. She mentioned the Cloud Knights were at the Alchemy Commission. I should find a ship and regroup with my unit. What about you? You want to stay here? No. The Artisanship Commission isn't safe enough. How about this? I'll escort you and Mr. Locha a little further.
We are most grateful, Miss Sushang.
Welcome to her.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
did they get to? Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up. Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house, order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being. Don't drink too much, or you won't be able to sleep tonight. Anyway, about the something I needed your help with. Don't get ahead of yourself. This might be more complicated than you think. How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Heng came here on that train. The Astral Express, right? I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers? Well, it's just... the dust has settled now. The Stellaron problem has been resolved, and... Cocolia... Forget it. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Belobog after a few years, right? Really? You're gonna say yes, just like that? I understand. I'm counting on you. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance. I knew I could count on you.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request. Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang. Or Pom Pom. Who's the best one to ask? Let's send a message to Pom Pom.
Come around and have a look.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Let me think about it. Oh, no, not at all. I could do with a hand, actually.
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it. That's just it. There is no deal.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards. But Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it. In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klepoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Same old Serval. Sorry, my head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division. Stellarons were her main area of research. But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog. However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected. I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing. Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klepoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klepoth Fort.
You know what I need.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother... Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things. She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Kolia, you...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Kokolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Branya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Branya. I assume you heard our conversation just now. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klopoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other. Well, it'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Kokolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies. This guitar was one of those inventions. Kokolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short. Not really, no. She was a military history major, very different from what I was doing. Still, we hung out every day. It's only natural that my love for inventing would rub off on her. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back. Now, what am I gonna call this new song? There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Gepard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place, just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with her. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already. Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished writing it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
I'll think about it.
I thought I was messy.
Looks like Gepard's got his work cut out for him.
Well, let's see. Ah, yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken though.
It's a family heirloom. Belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
Here we go again. Like I said, let bygones be bygones.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it? I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Great job! Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance. Of course! After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Kokolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Kokolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Kokolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back. even for a second. She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me. You think so too?
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Gepard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
Red connects to red, white connects...
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips. As for the name, I can't quite recall.
Snowman's Palm. And Little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Ah, yes. Snowman's Palm. My memory's the worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it! Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder. That should be everything.
And I thought I was messy.
Looks like Gepard's got his work cut out for him.
Now, what am I gonna call this new song? Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
Of course! This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it! What's wrong, Gepard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them. Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. Alright, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane Guards will face less resistance if you come with us. Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. Oh, I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
Watch out for that guy with dark blue hair. Give me a minute of your time and you can avoid being...
What a...
The fight is set.
That's better.
Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters!
Nap time.
Fail to set you. Savor it for me.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Your end approaches.
Just a little something.
Who's next?
Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters!
Nap time.
Fail to set you. Savor it for me.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
That's better.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Nap time.
The fight is set. Fail to set you.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard. Want to spar? Want to spar? Go.
So, this friend of
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this. Don't be. I only just arrived myself. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Huh? Oh, hold up. I wasn't that late.
You weren't that early either. Still, I don't blame you. You hadn't seen Mom and Dad in a long time. I'm glad you managed to speak to them.
We didn't speak all that much. You know how it is. I can only talk to Dad for so long before I start losing it.
I know how it is, all right. Put that to one side for now. We need to get going. Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way. The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
New drinks! Half price on your refill!
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division and... Gepard's sister? Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're done talking, you must all join us for a meal.
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane Guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she? Choose your words wisely, Jeppy.
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal, so the Silvermane Guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade in the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace. I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
I've never really seen this side of him before. The more you learn.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal. With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Gepard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane Guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum! They're swarming toward the town!
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Please, help my friends! The monsters invaded the mine!
Please, you have to save my friends! Otherwise those things would tear them apart!
Don't worry. The Silvermane guards are trained for these situations. Where do we find them?
The Great Mine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son. Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
When do we go home, Gran?
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that. You know, maybe I need to put my inner struggles in a broader context. My own way? I don't even remember what kind of life I want. It's just... I see people fighting for their lives, and here I am thinking about how to escape. I feel guilty about that. Wait a minute, was that Gepard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay? That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Gepard when you're ready. That's all you needed to say. Let's go.
Will of preservation!
I commend.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double-line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir!
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need to help the infantry lines drive deep into the mine. The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post to my officers.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Gepard, let me and her clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this. I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine, we'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards. All civilians, please go to the bridge immediately. The Silvermane guards have set up a defensive perimeter. You'll be safe there.
There's a monster heading this way. What should we do, Gepard?
Bring it down. We need to cover the retreat.
Blood cleansing track.
Conflict is pitiless!
It made it easy for us, but we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf.
Gepard, look! The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Are you a Silvermane guard?
That's right. We're evacuating the miners together with Wildfire. Are there any other civilians up ahead?
The Silvermane guards and Wildfire are working together now? Oh, civilians. I saw a girl run out from our defensive position just now. My brother went after her, but they haven't come back.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire have set up defenses on the bridge. You should head over.
Thank you. Please, bring them back to safety.
Oh no! Monsters are coming this way!
Leave the battle to us. You need to fall back.
Okay. Thank you for saving us.
Was that it?
Rise! Here, there's thunder! The dead return! Blood cleansing dragon!
Conflict is pitiless! Show no mercy!
Lance forward!
I underestimated you. Repay! The dead return! Here, there's thunder!
Blood cleansing dragon!
Conflict is pitiless! I underestimated you.
Receive divinity! Rise!
The dead return! Here, there's thunder!
I'm okay.
Show no mercy!
Let's keep searching for the missing girl and the miner.
Is it me or is it cold here?
I commend.
Will of preservation!
Let's wait and see.
They're in danger. Let's go.
Repay!
Do not be afraid.
World cleansing dragon!
Conflict is endless.
Here, there's thunder!
Underestimated you.
Show no mercy! The dead return! World cleansing dragon!
Grace.
Conflict is pitiless.
Rise! Receive divinity! Repay! The dead return! Here, there's thunder! Show no mercy!
Underestimated you.
World cleansing dragon!
You two. It's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get out of here. It's so cold here. I'm scared.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this difficult.
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later...
That's one brave little girl. You were like that at her age, too.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the monsters here. Besides, my problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose Cocolia's order to seal the passageway. Vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next? Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question the orders from his superiors. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to right the wrongs.
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad I left home early.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through. Not because you're trying to run away from something.
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like Dad.
Don't worry about it. I get what you're trying to say. I do. It's just... I need some time. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother came this way. We should look around.
Okay. Be careful, though. I sense a drop in temperature. Something's not right. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us. Stay on your toes.
These monsters are tough. I need to find those kids.
Hey, did you just scare off a Fragmentum monster?
Kind of. There was one on its own. I managed to chase it away. Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? Did you see two little kids, a girl and her brother? Ah, thank goodness. I chased the monster too far and lost him.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge too. The guards and Wildfire have set up a safe zone there.
Ah, thank you, all of you. I'm just glad they're okay. I can finally retreat as well. I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack. I'd take caution.
Thanks for the intel. We'll be careful. I think he was right about the monster. You two, no sudden moves. I've seen this type of monster a few times near the restricted zone. Wait, don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh? What is it?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one in the Fragmentum. But this one doesn't seem concerned about us. This could be a trap. I'm not sure either. I just have a feeling that something's different.
The air... it's so cold.
Stellaron promises Serval.
Did it just... talk?
Steady. Get ready to counter its attack.
Can Gepard not hear that?
Gepard, Serval, Landau.
Did it just say Gepard and Serval?
That noise! Do Fragmentum monsters usually sound like this?
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait, you understand it?
Our names? What's happening here?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the Fragmentum that assume human form are echoes of the will of past guardians. If the rumors are true, could it be?
Kaguya. You just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep up again. Kaguya, you witch! You've terminated my research and ruined my life. What else do you want to take away from me?
Calm down, Serval. It's just a Fragmentum illusion.
All that time we spent together, was any of it real? It was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Landau, stand down. There is no place for you. The promised new world.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cacolia to respond. But this thing in front of us is our enemy. It was born out of the evil gathered in the Fragmentum. You won't get answers from it. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past once and for all. Of course, if you're not yet able to confront the past, then she and I will fight for you until your heart is ready.
You two. I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious. But I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, seeing as we've come this far, Cacolia, let's settle this bad blood right here, right now.
The dead return! Conflict is finished! Receive divinity. Repay. Was that it?
Sagacious discernment!
Here, this thunder! Nothing major. Show no mercy. The dead return! Conflict is pitiless!
Hillary of time!
Blood cleansing dragon!
Not a scratch.
Here, this thunder! Conflict is pitiless!
Remember this moment.
Here, this thunder! Show no mercy!
Serval. 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 Why do you always have to stand in my way?
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters are retreating. I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cacolia was the reason for this invasion. The other anomalies we experienced were probably also a direct result. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Are you okay? Sounds like something the hero of Belobog would say, all right? It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you. Serval, how are you feeling?
I feel like something heavy has finally been lifted. All that noise before it perished. Did you catch what it said? I see. You really made no effort to correct your mistakes, Cacolia. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. From here on out, I'm over that woman.
I can tell you mean it this time. I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to truly put the past behind you. Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards and Wildfire to wrap things up. You two should head over to Natasha's place and check in on the wounded.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic. Let's leave Gepard to his business and head back to town.
All remains as it did yesterday.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. I see. Thanks for bringing me up to speed. The clinic has been busy while you were gone. We've treated many people, soldiers and civilians alike. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much harder if Wildfire had operated alone. Thanks to Captain Gepard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to appreciate the Silvermane Guards after this battle. How could I forget about you two? We couldn't have done it without your help.
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit. I doubt I'd have come back in one piece without them.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually. Let's wait for the rest of them to get back.
Miss Natasha, we've returned.
Is that Gepard?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see. Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to check on them and see how they're doing.
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke coming out of it.
It's you! You saved us from the monsters in the mine. You guys are Silvermane Guards from the overworld, right? If you hadn't been there, we would have... I'll think of a way to repay you. I'll get a job and... That's very kind of you. If Mom and Dad were still here, they'd want us to return the favor.
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away a long time ago. Haven't come back yet.
They'll come back one day, Zeno.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own? That must be hard.
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these monster invasions, maybe one day I won't. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld. To think he might have to live on his own.
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation came tragedy. But under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone for past mistakes and bring relief to the people. From now on, you don't need to worry about the safety of your family.
Captain Gepard.
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances, let alone if you have a brother to look after. I know it can't have been easy. Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to use what you've learned to protect her. Be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable. She'll do the same for you.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my sister when I grow up.
Thank you, Captain Gepard. Zeno and I will remember your words.
You know, we're pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. Let's call it a day and give them some room. If you're not too tired, Gepard, can I talk to you for a moment? What you said back there, did you really mean it?
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech I cobbled together. It's how I've always felt. We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out. We need to learn to rely on others, especially those we care about the most.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh? What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. But you were talking to me. Who's building that wall now?
Well, a Landau just called out a Landau.
Gepard. I changed my mind. Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision, no matter what you chose. I wasn't trying to force you to stay.
I know that, Gepard. Don't worry. I've thought this one through for a change. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just me trying to run away from my problems. Wasn't a mature decision. I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. Be it Cocolia or my family. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. Starting from today, that's no longer the case. After all, I'm not doing this on my own, right?
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. It made me feel like maybe I could help a little and make Belobog a better place. I have one last thing that I might need your help with. I want to see the Stellaron. I want to see the place where Cocolia sacrificed herself.
Say no more. We'll go with you.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get something. Why don't you head north first, and we'll catch up with you. It's alright. I've got Gepard with me. We'll be safe. See you in a bit. Here. Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had such advanced technology back in the day. Impressive.
This is where Madame Cacolia died.
She gave something back in death. I wanted to come here to perform for Cacolia. To say goodbye. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Sorry about that.
The stage is yours, sister.
Look at me, Cacolia. Don't you dare look away. Because I will no longer live in your shadow!
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for sticking by my side throughout all of this. As for tonight, let's go to old Gerda's place and have a big feast to celebrate.
So, you're getting the tab? Old friends, meet yet again. Apologies. I've been busy lately, so I had to put off the express tour for a while. Here we are, finally. It's because we're friends that I feel a little guilty. What should we see next? Do we just follow the express tour route? All right, lead the way. I'm honored to be invited aboard the express. Truly. I'm not just being polite with you.
Will of Preservation!
I commend.
There's plenty of precious stuff in here. You aren't looking for treasure in the museum while pretending to volunteer, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what's this gadget? This monitor and this keyboard. Is it an automaton remote control terminal? See, there's this piece of paper here. It says Pena Sergeyevna. Is that the owner's name? Sounds a bit familiar.
These are all relics, sis. Please don't touch them. What if you break something?
Oh, we were just waiting for you.
Long time no see. I wanted to talk about this in our chat group, but sis won't have it. I'm sorry you had to run all the way out here. That was Serval's idea. She said it needed a level of secrecy. I happened to be helping out at the museum, so we both ended up waiting for you here.
Actually, I want to talk to you about our little Lynx.
So you know her? Well, that makes this easy. She just came back from a scientific exploration on the snow plains, but she seems really out of it. Almost like she's worried about something, and she won't tell us what happened. We're really worried and want to help, but we don't know where to start.
The last time I saw her, she was preparing to meet someone on the snow plains. She even asked for a stove set from me. But no matter how Gepard and I asked and probed, Lynx simply refused to tell us who she was going to meet. Such a failure of a sister. So that's why Gepard and I came up with this idea. We'd like you to help us find out what's going on.
One more thing. Don't let her discover you. Otherwise, she'll probably get upset with us.
I know she's used to going into the snow plains alone for research, and we've always believed she can protect herself.
But this is different. We're worried about her running into strangers. She might get herself into trouble.
Oh, right. If you're gonna go find Lynxie, you gotta know what she looks like. Don't worry, she stands out. She's blonde like us and, quite short. She's always wearing a white fur hat. If I'm right, she should be waiting for someone at the city exit, closest to the snow plains. We're putting our dearest baby sister in your hands this time. Let us know immediately if anything happens.
Thank you.
Huh? That girl over there. Seems like she fits Serval's description. That must be Lynx. Let's hide here and observe for now.
Lynxie, I'm here! Let's go!
never knew how long it took to get from the administrative district to the snow plains. So much snow. Even in the northern mountains, it wasn't like this.
Oh, the snow is supposed to get heavier later in the day. Have you got enough warm clothes?
Yep, I brought everything you told me to, all thanks to your camping guide. Speaking of which, according to the guide, the first thing we need to do is find a good place to set up camp, right? Flat, dry, sheltered, facing the sun, high elevation.
Oh, you remembered all that? I expected no less from you. But it's gonna be hard finding a place that fits those criteria. Well, we'll just keep moving and see. The place has to be convenient enough for us to observe the aurora, too.
Thanks, Lynxie. I'll leave it to you, then. I'm gonna follow right behind you. Flat, dry, sheltered, facing the sun, high elevation. And we need to be able to observe the aurora. And this is going to be difficult. This slope has a good view. It'll be easy to watch the aurora.
Nope. The wind blows strongly through here, and there are signs of direwolf activity. It'd be too dangerous to make camp.
I see. Then let's keep moving. This area is sheltered and facing the sun, plus it's flat ground, but...
there are cliffs all around. We'll be in trouble if there's a landslide or a rockfall. Also, there isn't much of a view. Ah, I remember a good place that's not too far from here. Follow me.
Huh? Okay. We're at a dead end. Lynxie, are you sure this is the place?
Yep. This is the path to Candor Valley. There are low cliffs on both sides, but I cleared all the monsters here a while ago, so it should be safe and sound. Also, the mountain wind during this season usually comes from the north, which is another reason why we couldn't camp on that previous slope. These two hills can block the snow plains gales for us.
I never even noticed! Huh. Camping is a complicated science.
Oh, not really. But the environment outside of Bellabog is very tough. If the weather here was as good as inside the city, well, then we could have camped anywhere.
That's true. I hope that becomes a reality one day. Only problem is, the view here isn't great. Are you sure we'll be able to watch the aurora?
Don't worry about that for now. Let's get the tent ready, then go find our dinner.
Sure, I can help out with the tent. I memorized that section in the camping guide.
Okay, then I'll go set up the stove. Oh, if you have any questions, just ask me. Oh, why isn't the heater working? Ugh, darn. Doesn't seem like an easy fix. Alright, I'll ask Pela.
Weird. That's what the guide says. Hey, Lynxie, come and have a look at this. I did everything according to the guide, but the tent's still wobbly.
Let me have a check. Main poles, check. Rope holes, check. Ropes, check. Ah, it's the pegs! The pegs! I forgot to mention, thick snow needs leaded iron pegs.
Got it. It's definitely sturdier now. Nice job, Lynxie.
It's too kind. My oversight. I've got a question too. Can you take a look at this stove? I think it's broken.
Huh? Sure, let me take a look. The Geomero fuel activation component probably stopped working. Do you have a spare one?
No. Serval told me this was a brand new stove. Did I bring the wrong stove? Does this mean we have to make a fire with Geomero? I specifically got this stove from Serval.
That's okay. These components are really common. Maybe we can find a spare one in the ruins around here. You take it easy. I'll see if I can find one. Oh, and I'll keep an eye out for food, too.
I'll come with you. Finding food is easy, but finding that component is gonna be hard.
We'll do our best. If we can't find one, we'll just do what your guide says and chop wood to make a fire.
Oh, actually, I have some spare chunks of Geomero.
There might be spare stove parts in the ruin. Let me see.
Oh, don't tell me you want to crawl in there.
Of course I do. It's not like the stuff we need is gonna come crawling out.
In that case, be careful. Did you find anything?
I didn't find any components, but I got this. I don't know if we can still eat it.
It hasn't decayed. It's edible.
Really?
It's all thanks to the eternal freeze. We can eat raw fish from 700 years ago.
700?
What's in this tree trunk?
You found something?
There's food in here.
Really?
I'm gonna pry it open. There.
What exactly are...
These are mimic snow slugs. They can change their appearance to match the external environment. They're really cute.
Yeah, but we should put them back.
No. These slugs taste really good once they've been roasted. They kind of taste like, snow mice?
That sounds even less appetizing.
There's something in the snowdrift. I can do the digging. You don't need to.
Come on, camping is about teamwork. Let me have a try.
Okay.
I found something. Is this a radish?
Yep. That's a snow radish. They're really sweet and tasty. Actually, no. This is a hibernating snow radish rabbit.
Huh? This is a rabbit?
Yep. They look really similar to snow radishes. Their ears look like the leaves and their body looks like the radish bit. When they hibernate, they cover themselves with dirt just like real radishes.
I see. In that case, please tell me we can put it back.
Yeah, it's better for the snow plains ecosystem.
This crate looks promising. Maybe there's spare stove components inside.
Well, let's open it up then.
No, don't worry about it, Lynxie. I'll manage. Are these sausages?
Sure looks like it. And they were probably placed here not long ago. Could it be the Bellabog caveman's food?
Bellabog caveman?
Oh, it's a legendary creature. It looks like something between a man and a monkey, well, roughly the same size as a man, with dark blue hair. Its activities are very mysterious, and no one in Bellabog can find concrete evidence of its existence. Well, I've only chanced upon it a few times myself, but whenever I tried to take a photo of it, it had already run away. Oh, I feel like these sausages might constitute a great Bellabogian scientific discovery. Let's bring them back with us.
Hold on. There are some letters here. Sam something... Coast something... I can't read the rest, but it seems like a name. Guess it can't be the Bellabog caveman then. Do cavemen even know how to write? Don't worry, Lynxie. I'm sure you'll get concrete proof one day. Let's leave the sausages here. I think someone might be missing them if we take them.
Well, I think we've searched through everything here. Let's head back, Pela.
Okay. I feel bad that we didn't find a spare component.
Oh, it's fine. We'll just light a fire with geomarrow. Let's go back and have some food. Pela?
What's up?
We don't really need that stove to cook.
I know, but since we're looking for food, I figured we might as well try to fix the stove.
I think there's something in the camp. Be careful.
Is it some kind of animal? Lynxie, wait! That thing in the camp is a dangerous fragmentum creature.
I see it too, but it doesn't seem aggressive. And it's all chubby and cute.
Don't be fooled by its appearance. About 20% of our Silvermane Guard fragmentum losses are a result of chasing this creature. We haven't figured out everything about it yet, but there's one thing we're sure of. They have the power to control people. We need to be careful.
What? But this little buddy gave me something good last time, and it didn't hurt me.
That must be the first step in their mind control process. You were lucky. We should defeat it just to be safe. Fragmentum creatures are Bellabog's enemies. They shouldn't be trusted.
But... I didn't even get to take a photo of it last. Can I at least take a picture, Pela? That's also my job as a researcher.
I understand, but the sound of the shutter and the camera bulb might send it into a frenzy.
It noticed us?
It might be looking for an opportunity to attack. Be careful.
Finally got a picture.
It disappeared. Lynxie, be on the lookout for an ambush.
Oh, don't worry, Pela. That's the nature of these little things. They disappear in a flash when they get scared. Well, that's my conclusion from my long-term observations. As for those lost guards, maybe they were chasing these little creatures and couldn't find their way back.
Sorry. Maybe I was overreacting.
Oh, don't be sorry. It pays to be careful. Anyway, crisis resolved. We can now make some food. What? Our little buddy seems to have dropped something.
Linksy, look! It's a Geomarrow activation component! I never thought we'd find one here! What about you, Linksy? Did you find anything good?
Nothing. Just some old stuff. It's great we finally found the component. Let's go fix the stove.
Huh? Linksy, is something the matter?
Nope. That's all your imagination.
Oh, why don't you take a break? I'll have a look at this stove. Okay. How done?
Oh, what is this magic? I couldn't figure out the problem at all.
No magic here. Just a trick or two I learned from Serval.
My sister.
Yep, that's her. What's the matter?
Nothing. Just, sometimes I'm a bit jealous of Serval, you know? She knows everything.
Same as you then.
What?
I'm serious. Outdoor explorer, mechanic, they're both experts in their field, right? I think you two are awesome. Anyway, it wouldn't be hard for you to get her to teach you something. You're her sister. She'd be happy to teach you.
Well, you say that. But, never mind. It's getting late. Let's cook something.
Yay! That's my favorite part! Wait, no. My favorite part is watching the aurora.
Anyways, let's take a look at what ingredients we have. Every ingredient has its own effect, and combining them will create unexpected results. Ooh, what kind of effects are they gonna make? Let's just give it a try. 700-year-old raw fish.
You don't have to emphasize the 700 years part, you know.
Well, the older the rarer. Plus, you had to enter that rune for it. Even more special.
You don't have to emphasize that either.
Well, then let's just say it'll be tonight's main course. Time to show you my culinary skills.
Why don't I cook tonight? You can take a break.
Oh, it's no problem. Leave it to me. Ta-da! Frost beef salmon bread is ready.
It smells so good. I'm gonna dig in. I'm so full. Guess now we just wait for the light show.
The aurora should start soon. Before that, let's just chat. Pela, why did you suddenly want to come camping?
Huh?
Well, aren't you always saying how you just want to lie in bed when you get off work?
Sorry. I hope this trip didn't surprise you.
No, I mean, sure, I'm not the most sociable of people, but I love camping with a good friend. I had a great time. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, you're always like this. Even on this camping trip, you keep trying to do things. You really don't need to. Just leave it to me. Camping is about relaxing. No need to be so tense.
I know. It's just, I was really getting into the camping. I felt like I finally got around to doing the things I always wanted to.
So all those comics you drew for the Tales series didn't count?
I have to hide those from other people. I get a little embarrassed.
Oh, you care about other people's opinions too much.
I suppose. I wish I could be more like you.
Oh, I'm not as cool as you think. I don't know how to handle my brother and sister. They keep treating me as a kid. Like, they're both really capable and awesome people. Which is why I feel really pressured when I'm with them. I'm already a grown-up. I have the capacity to do what I want to do. Why can't they just stop worrying and let me do what I want?
That's how families are.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk about this. I was getting carried away.
It's okay. It's not like I even know what she looked like. So, when's the Aurora due? Careful, Lynx! There are monsters coming! How did it get here?
Let's focus on the fight first.
Not good.
More than that. Rules are made to be broken.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Deep breath. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
More than that.
These fragmentum monsters are coming out of thin air.
They were probably attracted by the stove. The Stellaron crisis is over. Why are there still so many monsters?
I see. Wait. Where did you come from all of a sudden?
Kayla, who is this?
This is the Trailblazer, the savior of Belobog.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thanks for saving us. So, what's a big hero like you doing out here? Oh, never mind. I can take a guess. Serval and Gepard sent you to protect us, right? Ugh, they're always like this. It's impossible to get some private time as their younger sister.
Yeah. Hold on. Isn't that what I just said?
Alright. It's all because Serval and Gepard are worrywarts. Besides, you did save us. Since you followed us all the way here, you probably know why we're out camping today. Stay and watch the Aurora with us. It's about time for it to appear.
Hey! Lynxie!
Come this way.
Wow!
This is the largest aurora since the Stellaron crisis passed. We're really lucky to see it.
Yeah, really lucky. So awesome! I got to taste Lynxie's cooking and see the aurora. This This Snow Plains adventure was the best!
You look really happy.
Huh? Me? I'm not that happy. What I mean is,
Yeah, go for it, Pela.
It was a great experience. Thanks to you, Lynxie. Not to mention you. Anyway, what now? Back home? Wanna go out for a midnight snack later?
We can. I heard a pretty good steak place opened up in the south of the administrative district. We can go try it out together.
Sounds good. That's settled then. Let's part ways for now and rendezvous later tonight.
Pela, hold on.
What's up?
This is for you.
What is this?
I found this on the ground before I fixed the stove. I guess that fragmentum creature dropped it. I think it might be best if you check it out yourself.
Enya Sergeyevna. I see. Thank you, Lynxie. Let's meet up here later tonight. I better get going.
I should go talk to Gepard and Serval at the workshop.
Between expeditions, it's always a challenge to make time with Lynx. But why doesn't she want to talk to us?
Calm down. We've got her to help us. Hey! We were just talking about you.
How was it? With Lynx? So, that stranger was Pela.
What can I say? Sounds like a Lynxie expedition, all right. No way! As long as Lynxie can protect herself, I'll be supportive in all her ventures.
Serval is right. This time, this was Lynx's own choice. We won't be upset with her. But exploring the snow plains is still quite dangerous.
All right, calm down. She'll be able to look after herself. Thank you for being around for this. Gepard was too anxious to sleep.
Sis, you're exaggerating.
As for how we'll communicate with Lynxie in the future, we'll have to have a good think about it. You really helped us a lot this time. Thank you so much.
You're here too. I went back, stored my supplies, and had a shower. It didn't take long. Then let's wait for Pela together. She's in the storage room. I think she's looking over the contents of that flash drive. Let's give her some time. I don't know the exact details, but I'm guessing you don't know about Pela's mother, right? Pena Sergeyevna was Belobog's greatest outdoor explorer. Passed away 16 years ago. She doesn't usually talk about it. I asked her already, and she said it was fine. She seems like she really trusts you. Anyway, well, something else happened 16 years ago. Pela was born. Yes. They say that despite her pregnancy, Madame Pena insisted on staying at the Snow Plains camp. She couldn't go to the front lines, but she was able to handle administrative duties. Then, finally, the day of Pela's birth arrived. Tragically, there were complications. Other serious incidents occurred that day. The exploration team ran into a blizzard and the camp lost contact with the outside world. No one knew what to do. The only good thing was that Pela was born healthy. The flash drive... If the old research team members were telling the truth, it was something Madame Pena left behind. Madame Pena asked a colleague to take her terminal and flash drive back to Belobog. She said they contained a treasure for Pela. She said that once Pela was older, she'd be able to understand the contents. But that colleague was attacked by fragmentum creatures on his way back to the city. During the attack, he dropped the flash drive in confusion, only managing to bring back the terminal. Apart from Madame Pena, nobody knew what the flash drive contained. But they say she left Pela many letters. From the moment she knew she was pregnant to the day of Pela's birth. Never missing a day. I'm fine. There's somewhere I want to... Will you come too? The workshop. I'll wait for you there. Serval, Gepard. I'm back.
Lynx! You're finally back. What's with the red eyes? Did something happen?
Gepard? Way to make it obvious. Welcome home, Lynxie. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Seems like a lot went down in the Snow Plains. Thanks again for your help. I think we need a little private time. See you soon.
I should give them some time together.